Hello YouTube land. I'm actually at home today and we're going to be doing some cooking. I'm going to make something I've never tried before, so it could be a complete disaster. But I'm going to try and do a Parmo Scotch Egg. Now, for those of you who don't know what a Parmo is, it's a shortened version of chicken parmesan or pork parmesan or veal as they used to be originally, I do believe. So I'm just going to try and make the Scotch egg as normal, but it's going to have inside it bechamel sauce and cheese, which is what a Parmo normally would have. If you don't know what a Parmo is, as I said, go on Google and just type in Teesside Parmesan or Teesside Parmo and you'll have an idea of what the real actual Parmo should look like. But in the meantime, let's get cracking and see what happens. Right, so start off with, I've got some bog standard pork sausage meat from Tesco. And the plan is just to kind of form these into a rough kind of circular shape, I suppose. There's probably going to be much more than I need here, so I'm just going to shape it like I said. I don't want it to be too, I have washed my hands by the way, I don't want it to be too thick so it's not going to cook properly, but at the same time I don't want it super thin either, so put that to one side and do the same with, I've got some minced chicken for the other one. Right, same process for the chicken. I didn't know minced chicken was a thing, but apparently it is. Spotted this in Tesco yesterday. I was just going to get some chicken breast and just use it in the food processor or my meat grinder that I've got. Anyway, this should do the job nicely. So again, just going to make this into a similar sort of shape. Just going to pop these in the fridge, just let them kind of rest. Right, I've done 4 eggs just to allow for any disasters and cock-ups or whatever. I boiled these yesterday, and I did them for only for 4 minutes. I think I did them for, because the plan is to try and have them kind of soft boiled, you know, so when you cut into them, you're going to get the egg running out, but whether that works is another matter. Okay, I'm just going to do the roux now. Pretty straightforward. All it is, get the pan on. Not too high, medium heat I would say. Okay, so I've got 50 grams of butter. Using Lurpak, but use any butter really. Has to be butter though, not this margarine type stuff. I'm going to let that butter melt away there. And it's 50 grams of plain flour and 500 millilitres of milk. Ordinary whole milk, none of your semi-skimmed or skimmed stuff. This is not meant to be healthy. So I'll let that melt down. Just making a roux basically. Make sure you cook it for a couple of minutes to cook the flour, otherwise it has a bit of a chalky, nasty blech taste. Okay, in goes the flour. Going to make this into a paste really, not a lot to it, just make sure you cook it for a few minutes, that's all. A lot of people panic doing these and think, oh no, it's gone all horrible, it's all lumpy, but bear with it, stick with it. Something else I like to do as well is take the milk out of the fridge a couple of hours before so it comes up to room temperature. You don't have to, but just what I prefer to do. I know that all you Parmo aficionados will be saying, oh, you've done that wrong, that's not right. Well, yeah, maybe I have, but it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? Right, I'm going to start putting the milk in, like so. Give that a stir. Now actually I do want this roux to be a bit thicker than I would normally do it. Because obviously with the Scotch eggs, if you just put it in, you know, like a normal besh, it's just literally going to go all over the place. So a few purists, yeah, I know it is going to be a bit thicker when I actually come to do it. So fear not, it's intentional. Now some people say you should put an onion and a bay leaf in the milk and infuse that beforehand. Yeah, you can do all that, but I think for what we're doing today, it's not really that important, is it? Probably not going to need all of this milk, I don't think, but a little bit of salt in there. A little bit of Percy pepper, not a lot. just a bit of seasoning, and in goes the Parmesan cheese. Beautiful. Take that off the heat and we are done. Okay, I'm going to put on the bechamel. Now, I've got to be careful with this because ordinarily I'd like to absolutely smother it, but the nature of the beast is that the beche will just go everywhere, won't it? It'll just seep out and just make an absolute mess. So I'm erring on the side of caution, but there is going to be some left, so because it always maybe warm some up and like dip the Scotch egg in extra beche, but we'll see. Now, I'm just going to get a knife and just, I'm not going to go right to the edge. I've got some pre-grated cheese. Now, I would prefer to have had the nice orangey cheese, but I wanted a mature cheddar, and the only one that they had in the shop was the white coloured one, which you'll see in a second. I'm tempted as well, after I've deep fried it, is to maybe put a bit of cheese on top of the Scotch egg, because I'm going to finish these off in the oven. Because if I leave them in the deep fried, it really makes sure the meat's cooked through, then it might go a little bit too dark. So that's my plan. Right, you can see I've extended, put a little bit of extra meat on there, so hopefully it'll go like that. I'm just going to leave that like that, and I'm going to let that firm up in the fridge before we put the breadcrumbs on. Right, same sort of thing with this. Right, come back in about an hour and we'll get the breadcrumbs on these in the fridge for now. Okay, so they're out the fridge and they're quite delicate, so I've got some flour in here. I'm going to give them a quick coat in flour. Like I say, they are so delicate. Be careful they don't come to bits. Whoa. Quick egg wash. I've got some panko breadcrumbs, which I've also seasoned. I'll show you what seasoning I used in a second once we get these in. Then process again, a bit of flour. That should be enough just. Got the deep fat fry heating up behind me, and we'll get these bad boys in shortly. It's got to be the world's biggest Scotch egg, this thing. Wow. Doesn't even go at the bottom. Leave that for a few minutes. Smells amazing, I've got to say. Smells really good. And the next one goes in. I did say I'd seasoned the panko breadcrumbs with a couple of things. I used some Schwartz chicken seasoning, you can see that, and some Lowry's seasoned salt. This is American stuff. I used it a lot when I did my burgers and stuff like that. It's really good stuff. You get it on Amazon. Try it out. Right, this is looking close. Again, nice colour. So I'm going to put these in the oven for about 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, maybe about 15 minutes. Just done about 170 in the fan oven, just to finish cooking them through. Normally I'd use a meat thermometer to check that they are cooked through, but obviously there's an egg in the middle. I don't really want to burst the yolk. Of course there is enough chance that the yolk's going to be rock hard and we won't get that little runny thing that I'm hoping we'll get, but we'll see. Like I said, it's just a bit of fun today. Right, see you in about 10 minutes, guys. Oh, we've got seepage. We have seepage. No. Oh well, a bit of cheese has come out. Never mind. Yeah, sure, a bit of cheese leakage, but that's not a bad thing. I don't think it is anyway. It'll still taste all right. So I'm just going to leave them to rest for a little bit because they're going to be nuclear hot and I don't want to burn my mouth. So come back in a few minutes and we'll give them a try. Okay, it's crunch time. Let's see what we've got. Do this one first. I'm hoping I've got the egg in the right place. What are we gonna have? Oh, it's hard boiled, but I think you'll agree there's bechamel in there, there's cheese. So put that one on a plate and give it a try in a minute. Now then, let's see what this one's like. Should have sharpened my knife. Oh, that egg looks a bit softer. Yeah, it's almost soft, isn't it? But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. You see the cheese there? It's got a cheese ring. You know, you get a smoke ring on meat. It's got a cheese ring. Right, let's give them a try, shall we? Right, I'm trying to remember which one's which. Go for this one first. Yeah, this is the sausage meat one, this one. Try and get a bit of my mouth's watering. Tastes like a Scotch egg. But I've got me bechamel in there and I've got my cheese in there, so it's a Parmo Scotch egg. I'm quite pleased with it. It's difficult to get enough bechamel in there to, you know, so you get like a proper Parmo with the cheese melting over the top. I think if I was to do this again, I might put a load of cheese on the top and grill it, so you get like the bubbling cheese on top of your Parmo Scotch egg. But like I say, it's a bit of an experiment. Let's try this one. This is the chicken one. There you can see quite a lot of besh in that one. We'll try with the cheese and the besh going in. Yeah, I got a good amount of cheese in the besh with that one. Really, really good. Yeah, overall I'm pretty pleased with these. Not bad for a first time though, is it? Right, if you watched this far, then you're waiting for the beer review, aren't you? So let's do that. Beer review coming right up. Okay, beer review time. I've got a can of beer here from the Three Rivers Brewing Company. It's a Teesside brewing company, so we've done the Teesside Parmo Scotch Egg. I thought we'd do a local beer, and it's the Three Brothers, and it's Feel the Rhythm Tropical IPA. Hope you can see that. I'll put a link as ever to the brewing company. You can buy their stuff online. Let's give it a try. They're at a beer festival coming up in a couple of weeks, which I'm hoping to go to, do a little video over there. The Eaglescliff, yeah, no eagles, no cliffs. The Eaglescliff Beer Festival. So I'm looking forward to giving that a try. Right, feel the rhythm. Cheers. That is nice. It is tropical IPA, and it's definitely an IPA. It's lovely and hoppy. Can't really taste a lot of fruit though, to be brutally honest. Well, it doesn't say there's fruit in it, it says tropical. I'm thinking like tropical fruits maybe it means, but lovely can. It's a nice beer. 5.3% ABV, and yeah, I'd definitely drink this again. Really good. Yeah, it's a really good beer, that. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and if you watch right till the end, I really do appreciate that. It does help me out a lot. And have a look in the comments, there's a bit of information down there on bits and bobs that I use. A few more links to the brewery, where I got the beer from, and don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you. And hit the like button, drop me a comment. Always glad to hear from my viewers. And we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.